name is Blair Moon, and I am with Your Voice Media. And today I have the pleasure of chatting with Thomas Cadrot, Bresha Webb, and Latonya Williams of Lifetime's Merry Little Christmas franchise. And we are here today to discuss their upcoming film, Merry Little Christmas Baby. So this is the third film in the Merry Little Christmas series, and a lot of big things are happening. Tyler and Jackie are expecting. Kiara and Chris are getting really serious in their relationship. And Trina and Julian are making some life-changing decisions as well. So without giving away any spoilers, can each of you explain what your characters are going through in this film? Latonya, we'll start with you.
Well,
that's really hard. I mean, I'm just going to say.
I know, without giving away too much. Well, our family is looking to expand. We've always wanted a really big family, and Julian Julian came from an adopted family. So we were exploring those options and seeing what's going to work for our family and see whether or not, because I know the adoption process can be a little bit stressful and involved, and you need to do we've done all of the interviewing with the agency.
Girl, you done gave up the whole storyline.
No, start over, because this is hard.
No, I know, I'm thinking twice about it, but we've done all the interviews with agencies, and we're just gonna see how that pans out for us, because it's a tough road. I know adoption is a tough road, so we're telling that story.
Okay, cool. I just want to say you don't have to give like a long thought out answer if you don't want to give away anything.
That wasn't very thought out.
Okay. Bresha, you can go next.
Well, Blair, you set it up. That's all I'm saying. I'm like, I ain't saying nothing. We are getting serious in our relationship.
Okay.
Kiara starts off in the beginning of the franchise as single and sassy and doesn't want anything. And she's just living her best life, trying to get into her career, figure out what her career is. And Jackie inspires her to like follow her dream and figure out how to start her own boutique and take care of her own styling business and style people. And that becomes like her own styling, fashion line. And so we open up on the third one where that's going very well. She's got a new fashion line that she's really excited about and developing, and it's selling like just flies and everything and flying off the shelves. And she's getting really serious in her relationship and letting him in on her, her family with her and Royce being a single mom, and, and how that plays and takes a play into their love life.
Okay.
As for myself, well, I mean, the title says it all. So we're expecting a little bundle of joy. And I think it's about adapting for what's to come and having the family in this whole process and being there for Jackie and Jackie being there for Tyler. And of course, Tyler's kids are in the mix. And yeah, just the chemistry and the balance that we strike before getting this huge change in our lives.
Now, in the film, Tyler, he's an all-around great guy. He owns a restaurant. He speaks French. He loves his family. He's a great father, but he's not much of a handyman. He couldn't even put the crib together in the movie, but he's an all-around great guy. But on a more serious note, in the movie, Tyler, his daughter, Coco, that's her name, right? Coco.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she's kind of worried about losing that bond with her father to the new baby that's being added to the mix. Can you kind of talk about that storyline?
Yeah, I think it's a true storyline. It's a real storyline that kids and parents can relate to, because it's true. When somebody else arrives in the family, you don't want to take a back seat to it. So I think it's handled very elegantly and in a sweet way in the movie, where you have to reassure Tyler's kids, like the first generation of Brooks, that nothing's going to change, that there's love for all, right? So I think that was something that I was really eager to tackle in the movie. And I think it shows that it was a very heartfelt moment, because these conversations need to be had with your kids, right?
Right. Now, Latonya, moving on to your character, Trina and Chris announced that they are adding another addition to their family. You were talking a little bit about the adoption process.
Julian.
You're like,
wait, one more time.
I was like, Chris, my guy.
Yeah.
Oh, did I say Chris?
Trina and Julian.
So it's Chris and Trina
I was
and
like,
Julian.
this is Very Little Soap Opera.
I'll start the question over. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
Now in the film, Trina and Julian, they announced that they're adding another addition to the family. And you were talking a little bit about the adoption process a little earlier. Why do you think it was important to tackle that and bring up such an important topic in the film?
Because that is another way that families become families, and it's a struggle that other people can relate to. And it's something that's really important. Like, my mother was adopted, and knowing, you know, what she went through and what other friends of mine who have gone through the adoption process have gone through, it's just nice to bring that story to light.
I love that answer. It's very true. It's definitely an important topic. And a lot of people deal with that issue or deal with that topic in real life. So it's great that you guys touch base on that issue. As far as Bresha's character in the film, you play Kiara, and you are stressed for different reasons in the film, all while trying to plan your sister Jackie's baby shower, which was going terribly wrong. How would you say your character is handling it all?
She sucks. Kiara in every movie in Mary Liddle is messing something up. She's either messing up Christmas, she's messing up the wedding by burning the dress, and now here's her simple baby shower. And she's promised her sister that she was going to give her a winter wonder baby shower, and she can't even pull that off, you know. And she has the right intentions in every way of getting it done. It just never goes her way. And then on top of that, she's in love and she has all of these other things that she has to stay on top of, and something falls and, oh, well, we'll deal with that too.
Right.
Lots of surprises.
But it was good that the fellas, they stepped in and helped her out, and you guys put on a great baby shower. So I want to get into the next topic. One of the things I really enjoyed about this film was how, even though the matriarch of the family couldn't be there physically due to unforeseen circumstances, she was still there every step of the way, in a sense. And I feel like that's really important to show that now in these times more than ever, because a lot of people can't be with their loved ones due to COVID and other reasons that we're all going through right now. But they still have the option of FaceTime and different social media outlets to still be connected with each other, even if not there in person. So I just wanted to touch base on that and say that that was like a really good topic to bring up, or that was really good to showcase that in the film. But since Marshall couldn't be there, Marshall played by Debbie Morgan, since she couldn't be there physically, she had Jackie played by Kelly Rowland take over her list of Christmas activities to keep the traditions alive. Do you all have a list of traditions in your own personal lives that you do every year for your holiday to be complete?
Yeah, well, I make breakfast every morning for Christmas. That's a tradition that my father does. We wake up, we open gifts, and then we listen to all the Christmas classics, gospel classics like Kirk Franklin and Fred Hammond. I mean, we just listen to all the gospel classics. Of course, the Whispers. You got to get in the Whispers and the Temptations as well. And it just becomes like the food and the everything, food and music and community all coming together all in one day. The kitchen is the most lively place, and right next to the kitchen is the living room, and everyone's singing and helping out.
Man, I love that. What about you, Thomas?
It involves, well, my family's Caribbean, so it involves a lot of rum, and we open up gifts at midnight. Well, I mean, the kids open up gifts at midnight. We have this thing where the adults don't gift each other anything, and everything goes to the kids. That's the most important part. And yeah, of course, Christmas tunes, yeah.
I like that. So the parents don't give nothing to each other.
No. Yeah, you get more complicated as you grow up. So I don't even like, I'm gonna see my family this year, and I would like to get the adults gifts, but it's complicated to figure out.
It's harder giving gifts to adults because, like, what more can I buy you that you already can get yourself?
Exactly. I agree. I'm here for that.
And Latonya?
I've got so many siblings. Like, it's enough to get them presents, and then the extended family. My dad has 10 brothers and sisters.
That's big.
Well, they all want gifts?
No. No. I don't know.
They all getting coffee mugs.
How can you get socks? And you get socks. Christmas, there's no physical list, but there's definitely traditions. Like, we have an intercom in our house, and well, if I'm staying there for Christmas Eve, or if they get me to stay there for Christmas Eve, sometimes I do, they'll play Bonnie M over the intercom, and that's how it's a Christmas album. No one's heard of it. It's so old though. Anyways, Bonnie M goes on. We take our picture on the staircase. Then we go to open presents. My mom always gets, I'm not getting as many presents anymore, but we used to get so many presents. Like, yeah. So we'd open presents, and then we'd have souse, which is a Caribbean dish, for breakfast. And then we'd stay in our pajamas until about like 2 o'clock, and then we'd shower, and then the rest of the extended family would come over, and mom would put out a whole spread. That's pretty much it. Yeah. That's what happens every Christmas. And then me and my cousin pass out.
I love
from the itis.
We get the itis right after we eat, and then we get up and play some sort of game.
Yeah, that's the best part.
Yeah.
Now, you all are 3 films in, and I know a lot of casts get really close with one another after maybe just working on one film, but you all are 3 films in, so you have to all be family by now. Are you all really
we took forever to get on this call to start the interview, Blair. We forgot that we were supposed to be here to do an interview.
Right.
True. Yeah, we're all.
Oh, is that the question? Oh, yeah.
We really like each other.
We're definitely family. Yeah. We hang out in between takes. We hang out at the end of days. We would go for cast dinners, for drinks. I was saying last year, it was last year during the pandemic, our shoot required us to be locked down for COVID in a resort. So we had a lot of time to hang out together, right? So, we've become tight knit. And whenever Latonya and I have the chance to go down to LA, we got to hit up Bresha, we got to hit up Kelly, we got to chill.
Mm-hmm. And Thomas and I work together often now, ever since the first.
Yes.
We do our audition tapes together. When the girls come into town, even before the movie starts, it's like, yo, where
you at? As soon as we touch ground, we like, what's up?
Right.
Where we going?
Gotta get the gang back together. I love that.
Exactly.
Now, what is one word that you all would describe how different this film is compared to the rest of the Merry Liddle movies, or just one word to describe the film in general?
One word?
Mm-hmm. Or it could be a sentence if that makes it easier for you. How would you describe the movie?
Heartfelt.
Heartfelt. I love
it. Layered.
Okay, that's a good one.
Funny.
You're always going to be funny.
Right.
Listen, you want to have fun when you're watching a movie. And if you have all of these 3 things, multi-layered, heartfelt, and fun, you're going to have a good time. So that's what this movie is, a good time. And that's why we've come back a 3rd time.
Mm-hmm.
Which leads me to my next question. Will you all be back for another film? I would love to see what happens next in everyone's story.
You funny. Can't ask stuff like that.
Oh, I was just, you never know. You might have heard something a little earlier. You never know. So I figured I'd just throw that in.
That would be top secret anyways.
All right. Well, I hope that you do all come back for another film. I don't know if you all realize it or not, but the Merry Little Christmas franchise, as well as other holiday movies in general, they all help people get through the season. Everybody loves to relax and chill with the family and watch the latest Christmas movie coming out. And you guys have given us 3. So thank you for that. And we do hope to see more of them in the future. Now, I have to ask a question really quickly before we leave. I want to make sure I pronounce this right, but what does Ramaki mean that you all said at the end of the film?
Oh, you really was watching.
You know what? We don't even know.
We don't even know. That's Chris, the dad. He was like, we were taking the picture and he was like, everybody say Ramaki. And we're like, what?
What you need to know about Chris is Chris would add stuff in there that we don't even know where he put it out from, but he would just add lines and add words. So he added that in.
Yes.
Oh, wow. That is funny.
He did. But is it remake? Is it
I thought it was remake. Yeah, but then it sounds kind of Japanese, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I think he's referencing an old film. I think
Chris is very multi-layered himself, so yeah. He is the father of the family, so we just do what he says.
Yeah, we don't necessarily understand. Most of the time we don't.
Yeah, we just do what he says. But
that's so funny. I wouldn't even thought that he just added that in there himself. So that's definitely great. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I know you are all busy. So before we wrap up, just share what you all have coming out or what you're working on next, if you can.
Ladies?
Oh, well, I guess I have a film coming out on called Amazing Grace. That's coming out December 21st. And I am going back for my second season for Run the World on Stars. Yeah. And I have Housebroken that we're filming right now. It's an animated series on Fox.
I love it.
Awesome. I've been working on Polly Pocket, doing some voiceover work for them. And I got a couple other Christmas movies coming up. I think it's called The Story of Christmas.
Latonya got so many Christmas movies, you don't even know.
Look at that face. Doesn't she just sell you Christmas?
Hello, Christmas.
Hello.
Hey, but the only Christmas movie that matters is Merry Little.
Very Little. So that's the only reason why we're here.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
For myself, I'm currently working on a Netflix show called Grendel, which is an adaptation of a Dark Horse graphic novel. So that'll be coming out sometime in 2022, and yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
All right. Well, I look forward to seeing all of you in your upcoming projects, as well as Merry Little Christmas Baby, which airs on Lifetime November 27th at 8 p.m. Thank you all so much. The movie was really great. And it continues to get better. So good job, guys.
Thank you so much, Blair. Thanks for having us, and thanks for enjoying our movie.
No problem. Thank you all for taking the time to chat with me.
Of course.
Happy holidays.
Yes, happy holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.